Hello dear student. Our next topic is path function. Path function are properties or quantities whose value depends on transition of a system from initial state to final state. The path function depends on the route taken between the two states. Two examples of path function are heat and work. These cannot be defined for a state. You cannot say a system has an amount of work or a specific set of condition, only that it does a certain amount of work to get from one state to another state via a specified path. Let's take a one example. Suppose we have 1000 rupees in your saving account, and suppose you want to deposit the money to this account. Deposit the some money to this account. The amount you deposit is a path function because it is dependent upon the path taken to obtain that money. In other words, amount of money you will deposit in your saving account is dependent upon the path or the way taken to obtain that money. Thus, a path function is a property or value that depends on the path taken to establish that value. Now see the diagram. The quantities like heat and work cannot be represented by a point on thermodynamic plane. They are represented by the area under the curve. Heat is represented by the area under the curve on the temperature entropy Ts diagram. Work is represented by the area under the curve on pressure volume diagram or PV diagram. See the on PV diagram the work is represented by the area, and on TS diagram the heat is represented by the area. Now see the both figure in PV diagram and TS diagram. It is observed that the area under the curve for different process are different because the nature of curves for different process is different. Therefore, the quantities heat and work are different for different process. Heat and work are therefore known as path function. Their differential are inexact differential. Their changes cannot be written as difference between their end state. Now, their changes cannot be written as difference between their end changes. Thus, integration 1 to 2 delta q is not equal to q2 minus q1, and integration 1 to 2 dw means work is not equal to w2 minus w1. Hence, we show the integral as integration 1 to 2 delta q is equal to q1 of 2 or q1 to 2, and integration 1 to 2 delta w equal to w1 to 2 or w1 to 2. The operator delta is used to denote inexact differential, and operator d is used to denote the exact differentiation. Now next move to our next topic, that is point function. A point function, also known as state function, it is a function whose value depends on the final and initial state of thermodynamic process irrespective of the path followed by the process. The point function are introduced to identify the variables of thermodynamics. Example of point function are density, enthalpy, temperature, internal energy, entropy, etc. A point function is a property of a system, or we can say all the properties of the system are point function. Means a point function is a property of the system. Note here, note is that since the point function is only dependent on the initial or final state of the system, hence in a cyclic process value of a thermodynamic function is a 0, or change in thermodynamic property is 0. Now see the diagram. For example, the properties pressure and volume defines the properties pressure volume thermodynamic plane, where the pressure is represented on a vertical axis and volume on horizontal axis. Similarly, the pressure and temperature defines the pressure, temperature, thermodynamic plane, etc. They are known as PV plane or PT plane, etc. Consider the PV plane. On this plane, let two properties P1 V1 defines a point 1. This is known as the state function because it defines a state of the system. The properties therefore are called the state function or point function. The properties temperature and pressure will define the state function on PT plane. Let P2 and V2 defines a state point 2 on PV plane. P2 and V2 defines a state point 2 on PV plane. Let 1A2 see the line 1A2 and 1B2 be the two process. It is observed that the value of P2 and V2 are same at the end of these two process. The value of P2 and V2 are same at the end of these two process. Thus, the change in value of P and V are not dependent on the path followed but only depend on the end state 1 and 2. Thus, the change in pressure between state 1 and 2 is P2 minus P1 and change in volume is V2 minus V1 irrespective of the path. Hello dear student, our next topic is difference between point function and path function. First difference, point function its value are based on the state of the system. In path function its value are based on how that particular thermodynamic state is achieved. Second difference, no matter by which process the state is obtained, its value will always remains the same in case of point function and in case of path function, different process to obtain a particular state will give a different values. Then third difference, in case of point function, only initial and final state of the process are sufficient. In case of path function, we need to know exact path followed by the process. Fourth difference, in case of point function, it is an exact or perfect differential. In the case of path function, it is an inexact or imperfect differential. Fifth difference, its cyclic integral is always 0 in path function. Its cyclic integral may or may not be 0 in case of path function. Next difference, it is a property of the system. Point function is a property of a system. Path function is not a property of the system. Point function, its value are dependent on path followed. In path function, its values are dependent on path followed. In point function, its example are density, entropy, internal energy, enthalpy, and temperature. In case of path function, its example are heat and work, etc. Hello, dear student. Our next topic is specific heat. The specific heat of a substance is defined as amount of heat required to raise the unit mass of substance through unit rise in temperature. This is also called as specific heat capacity or heat capacity of a substance. Specific heat capacity is a measure of amount of heat energy required to change the temperature of 1 kg of material by 1 Kelvin. Hence, it is important as it will give an indication of how much energy will be required to heat or cool an object of a given mass by a given amount. In general, specific heat is denoted by C, capital C suffix N. Now, let's take one brief example. The specific heat of water is about 4200 joule per kg Kelvin. This means that it will take 4200 joules of energy to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water by 1 degree oblique Kelvin. Suppose now you want to boil 2 kg of water in a kettle from a temperature of 20 degree centigrade to 100 degree centigrade, then this will require mc delta T. Here m is the mass of water, delta is your specific heat, and T is your temperature. Now put 2 multiply by 4200 multiply by 80. Now it becomes 672 kilojoule of energy. This much heat is required to boil the 2 kg of water whose temperature increase from 20 to 100 degree centigrade. Let Cn specific heat of a substance, capital Q heat transferred in joules, T temperature rise in degree centigrade, and mass m equal to mass in kg. Then Cn equal to Q upon m delta T. It is in joule per kg degree centigrade. Now denote the equation 1. Also Q equal to mCn delta T. Denote equation number 2. In differential form, delta Q equal to mCn dt or delta Q equal to Cn dt. It is unit mass. It is equation number 3. And capital Q equal to m integration Cn dt. It is equation number 4. Or small q equal to integration Cn dt. It is unit mass.